Ladies and gentlemen, I take pride in introducing the greatest show on earth.
Hi, everybody. This is Scott Gordon, and welcome to the Uncle Floyd podcast number 60. I went to visit Floyd last week, and he was not able to do a podcast while I was there. So I decided to do something a little bit different this time. A lot of you have been sending me emails asking me, hey, we know what Floyd did outside of the Uncle Floyd Show, but were you involved in anything? Did you do anything while the Uncle Floyd Show was running? The answer to that is yes. I also did radio, and I also did some comedy, some performing out there. I worked with a partner by the name of Rogue. She was one of Diane's friends. Diane is my wife. And she had a really great comedy sense, and she came up with some great concepts for routines and sketches and things like that. So we did a radio show called Remember When on a couple of radio stations. And what we're going to do is feature some stuff we did on those radio shows. So hang on, and here we go. So we had a radio show in the 90s called Remember When. Aired on a lot of stations, most notably AM 1500 in Pompton Lakes. We did a lot of crazy things. And it all started out when a friend of mine by the name of Bob Lynn, who was also known as Tony Raven, one of the best magicians and mentalists I've known in my lifetime, and one of my mentors, came up with the idea for this crazy, crazy company called Roadkill Fur Traders. And we decided on his birthday to sit down and make a Roadkill Fur Traders commercial just to amuse Bob. And that's what we did. And he found it so funny, he said, you guys should use that on your radio show, which we did.
Billy Ray, what are we doing here in the middle of I-78? I thought you was gonna get me one of them fur coats.
That's sure enough right, Loretta. We just gotta wait right here for a spell. Oh, that does it. Now we got the last one.
Yes, for all those times you wish you could get the little lady the proper rap to show off the kind of man you really are but couldn't afford it, now is the time. Roadkill Fur Traders, the first truly affordable furriers for the common man. Roadkill Fur Traders, when you mean to get her the very best, but you can't.
Oh, Billy Ray! My own real and true fur coat! I feel just like a movie star. I'll do anything for you. Anything! Just anything!
Oh, come on, easy, Loretta. I don't think the blood will ever wash off.
Roadkill Fur Traders. What they hit is what you get.
That went over so well with our audience that we decided to do a couple of other crazy things. And I would go through the news every morning when we did the show, when we recorded the show. It was pre-recorded because nobody trusts us in front of a live mic. And I would read the news and look at a funny story or a story that struck my interest. And we would take that story and read it exactly as it was written in the Associated Press, in the rip and read, they call it, when you rip off the teletype and read the news, and add our own little ideas to it. And these were talked about, and we rehearsed it and came up with little ideas and wrote down little notes and did them live. These things were done actually live on the air as we were recording it, and put a punchline on it, and we would come up with things like this.
We interrupt our program for an important informational announcement from the Remember When News Bureau. Now, here is reporter Rogue.
From the Associated Press, Dateline, Artesia, New Mexico, when Mary Bratcher ran over her dog, the consensus in the family was that Brownie was dead, so they buried him in a field. But Bratcher's 3-year-old son, Toby, refused to believe it.
Brownie not dead.
The boy said Brownie didn't believe it either.
The following afternoon, when the family returned from a trip to Carlsbad, 30 miles away, a dirt-covered Brownie was on the porch.
He was real cold, and he wasn't breathing real good,
Mrs. Bratcher said.
Freaked me out big time. I didn't want my kids to see him.
The mixed-breed dog lost an eye and broke his right shoulder in the accident.
But he was no ghost, said veterinarian William Livingston.
Of course he wasn't dead. He was probably in a coma.
Livingston said Tuesday. The dog has responded well to treatment now and has a new name, Lazarus, after the biblical figure who was raised from the dead, Livingston said.
It's an awfully nice dog, a sweet dog,
Livingston said.
The Bratchers aren't sure whether Brownie Lazarus rescued himself February 10th or was dug out of his premature grave by his mother, Pretty Girl, sister Little Girl, and his brothers.
His mother was there lying with him when I drove up,
Mrs. Bratcher said. There are many animals buried on the Bratcher Ranch, including cows, horses, and other dogs, according to Toby's grandmother, Irma Bratcher.
It's the first time we've ever had a resurrection,
She said. Dogs in the area have begun wearing small automobiles on chains around their necks.
Experts believe that this is going to be the start of dog religion.
One of the other things that Rogue and I did were we would look at movies that would come out and decide we were going to make our own commercials for those movies in the way we thought they should be done. Of course, it was a parody of the movie. We never did anything exactly like the movie. And we would come up with movies that were re-released or released and come up with our own commercial. This is when they re-released Pocahontas by the Disney Studios.
From the nation's premier animation studio comes the nation's first love story. See what happens when two alien cultures meet head-on.
Listen, John Smith. The rhythm, the drums. My people are preparing.
Yes, I hear it too.
Up-ho! What do you know? It's polka time!
Pocahontas, the story of the forbidden love between an English adventurer, explorer, and the man sworn to fight the people of Pocahontas, the daughter of an Aboriginal accordion player. See the evil governor John Radcliffe Share's plan to subjugate Pocahontas's people and destroy the land.
Cut down all those trees, men! Fill in that swamp! We need to build stadiums! Big stadiums for rock concerts! We need ticket scalping offices! I want gold! 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 Gold records! It'll be mine! Mine! All mine! I'm a happy miser.
Pocahontas, torn between the newcomer John Smith and Kokolowski, the clarinet player to whom she has been promised. See Pocahontas as she seeks the help of an older and wiser one.
Grandmother Woloski, Grandmother Woloski, Grandmother Woloski. I had this weird dream about a spinning arrow and a train going through a tunnel, and the engineer was eating a banana, and then there was a snake wearing a vest and...
Enough, child. You must search your heart to find the meaning of all this. That, and stop eating kielbasa and kraut before bedtime.
Thanks, Grandmother Woloski.
Pocahontas, the love story. The story of a polka princess saving the life of a man she loves.
Oh, you don't like polkas, John Smith, and that is an insult to our people. We're going to bash in your brains with this bratwurst now.
Father, don't kill him! Rock and roll can coexist with polka music. It can coexist in peace and tight harmony.
What do you mean, daughter?
Look, Father, he has given me this wondrous compact disc. It's called Polkas on 45 by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, it is so. It will not be by my hand that another drop of cabbage juice is spilled.
Thank you, Father.
No, you can't save John Smith. I want war. War. Take that.
Father! Oh, Father, John Smith is shot. He took a bullet for you. Now he has to go back to England to heal.
Oh boy, that's not how a shotgun marriage is supposed to work.
Pocahontas, coming soon to a beer hall near you.
Both Rogue and I were rabid science fiction fans, and we watched Star Wars and Star Trek and Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 and all those shows. We were really into it. And we sat down and talked about it and decided that, we should take one of these shows on. So we decided to take the most popular one that was airing on television and put the Gordon and Rogue spin on what they were doing. And that's when we came up with this.
Captain's log. Interstellar calendar date. Sunday, sometime afternoon. Captain Timothy Kirkwell Sagan reporting. I have just taken command of the Andromeda, and I'm already feeling the strain. We're in orbit over the planet Aphrodite to pick up my new first officer. No one on board has worked with an aphrodisiac before, and no one knows what to expect.
Relax, Tim. How bad could an aphrodisiac be? You're all stiff.
It's just that we will travel billions and billions of light years with an unknown alien species. There's no telling how we'll react.
First Officer Spurt, reporting for duty, sir. Is something wrong, Commander Sagan?
It's just that you have pointed.
Well, I am an Aphrodisian, and our species happen to have large pointed...
You could put somebody's eye out with one of those things.
You must be Dr. McCorduroy, the ship's irascible medical doctor. Was that a medical opinion, doctor?
Ouch! You'd better stand at least 2 feet away from people, or I'm going to be treating the crew for bruises.
We are leaving orbit. Lock into course 4. Over there somewhere.
But that course will take us right into Krang space. The Krang are vicious, warlike misogynists with lobsters on their heads. They viciously torture early 1990s politically correct space explorers like us by jamming communications with old Rush Limbaugh shows. Why would you lay in a course for there?
Because this is an adventure show, and I thrive on conflict.
What about the sexual harassment I've received on the ship just because I'm an Aphrodisian and have humongous pointed...
Save it for interstellar adventure, the next generation. I'm in command of the Andromeda, and I say... Oops. Looks like the Krang have spotted us.
Dun 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 dun.
We are the Krang. You violated our space. Surrender now or we will destroy you utterly.
Antisocial little trolls, ain't they? And what's that thing on their forehead?
Shh! The communications channel is still open. You'll insult them and they'll get mad.
Insult them and they'll get mad? Who cares? They're gonna blow us out of space anyway.
Is that an aphrodisiac? Cool.
Aphrodisian.
Wow, check out the big pointed... Hey, maybe we can work out a trade agreement. Yeah.
Trade agreement?
Cool.
Don't you want to fire on us and cause an interstellar incident?
Wait. We got lots of mineral wealth. Gold, diamonds, stuff like that. Is Aphrodite open to, tourists?
We have many resort areas and great climatic conditions year-round. Peaceful visitors are always welcome. You can file for docking rights with...
Hold on. What happened to surrender or we'll destroy you utterly?
Things have developed differently. Than we expected.
Yeah. Wuss.
Commander! You totally obliterated the Krang ship!
Hey, I resolved the plot. Didn't I?
Tune in for the next exciting episode when we hear Commander Sagan say...
I don't understand you, Spurt. You've become aggressive and violent. What's wrong?
Every 7 years, Aphrodisian females go through a hormonal upheaval. We must actively seek a new foundation garment or strangle in our older, smaller one. It is similar to what hermit crabs do on Earth when they outgrow their shells.
You mean?
Yes, Tim. I need your support. Yesterday, McCorduroy snapped my bra, and I put him in traction. We have to lay in a course for Playtex Triple D immediately, or I won't be able to contain myself.
All right, so that's it for us this week. This is Scott Gordon. This is the Uncle Floyd Show podcast, number 60. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can get in touch with us by writing ufpodcast at sge-inc.com. That's ufpodcast at sge-inc.com. And we'll answer your questions and do things like that. Also, every Tuesday night at 8, we have a date. For This Was the Uncle Floyd Show, where I host it live and we show clips of the Uncle Floyd Show TV show from the 70s through the 90s. We have clips. I talk about the clips. There's a chat log where we answer your questions and have a good time. That you can find at theunclefloydshow.tv. That's theunclefloydshow.tv. It's easy to stream it. It's can do it on any phone or tablet or computer, any way you want to. And hopefully next week, Floyd will be able to do a podcast and we'll get back on here and do some more stuff for you guys. So thank you. This is Scott Gordon, and we'll see you next time for the Uncle Floyd Podcast.
This program was produced in the studios of Scott Gordon Enterprises, Incorporated in Paramus, New Jersey.